In this moment full of possibilities, Jack realizes, Lisa is his destined one. How could he possibly fall for a girl who just shows up with no build-up? In the crowd, Jack finally spots Lisa. Upon hearing these words, a wave of compassion and to say translated more fully as a strong feeling of to meaning to either reluctance to see someone suffer wells up in Lisa's heart. She knows why these people avoid Jack and feels her rival's loneliness. The director's face shows the subtle change. She planned to replace the lead with Lisa. But Lisa is adamant about not doing kiss scenes or anything more, which worries the director. So, the director reluctantly went along with it and set up a character for Lisa that just at the critical moment, her role was to stop Jack, and as the plot started to spiral out of control, the director didn't cut Lisa off. She was curious to see what choice Jack would make, and asked in a classical Chinese literary style. She thought of Rhea's words. Was it despair over not marrying that old man? With that thought, she hurriedly apologized to Lisa and dashed towards the river. Everything went as the director expected. She truly couldn't bear to lose this innocent life, but what happened next was beyond her. Facing Rhea's advances, Jack surprisingly turned her down, ignoring her beauty and allure, and headed straight to his room for a shirt. Then he asked a maid to deliver it while he rushed off to find Lisa. But when he arrived, Lisa had vanished. His actions showed that Jack wasn't completely overwhelmed by desire. This made both his father and the director very pleased, and that's why they decided to replace the leading lady. After much persuasion from the director, Lisa finally agreed to play the leading lady. Now, some might wonder, why must there be a leading lady? The answer is simple. Love isn't just about mutual attraction between two people. Maintaining a relationship is also a reflection of a man's sense of responsibility. In the coming days, the director masterminded their togetherness. He arranged for them to be together, creating plenty of opportunities and time for them to connect. They often stroll at sunset, ride horses on grasslands, and occasionally boat by the river. During this time, Lisa also taught Jack some life skills. As for Jack's petty theft, Lisa found creative ways to guide his morals, but watching Jack change bit by bit. She, however, felt little sense of accomplishment. She realized that Jack's coolness wasn't authentic. Underneath, he really just wanted to be recognized. Subtitles, his attention-seeking was too extreme. Jack and Lisa's fathers died young, and their busy fathers hardly paid them any attention. When they were together, Jack frequently talked about various aspects of the 21st century, which surprised Lisa because she found those things quite ordinary. Each time she listened to Jack, she found it captivating and enjoyable. This realization made Lisa aware that she might have begun to like this clueless rich kid lying quietly in the grass. Together they gazed at the starry night. Jack reflected on his past self and felt remorse. Then, when his mother was about to scold that troublemaker son of his father, Lisa shut her up with warm lips. This was a moment to celebrate, but all eyes were on Jack, completely ignoring Lisa's feelings. They all wondered why she had broken her promise to kiss Jack. The answer, of course, is love. But what would happen to that love after it ended? Before the director could conduct the final test for Jack, trouble arose. Rhea was upset about losing her role. In retaliation, she exposed it to the TV station, alleging the director's actions as kidnapping and illegal detention. Founded letter 3CA Armenian letter 2B acute D with dot above acute hangul TA rint and direct reflex a quarter area 3 pay acute glottal step stroke case circumflex cyrillic letter 523 copyright R letter 3CA. Not only that, but she had initially wanted to willingly cozy up to the rich kid. Now she claimed the director forced her into it. This news broadcast instantly caught the public's attention, prompting officials to quickly mobilize resources. Upon hearing this, the crew proposed to disband on the spot, but their voices were silenced by the director. She wanted to see the results of the final test and provide closure to the actors who had cooperated for so long. Seeing the director so optimistic about his son, the father decided to raise everyone's pay and asked them to hold on for one last day. But the original plan was impossible to execute. Fueled by money, everyone tapped into their creativity, which ultimately led to a new idea: find a gang of bullies to raid the village, claiming they are there to steal the beauties. To maintain the film's realism, the bullies didn't immediately grab Lisa. Instead, they captured a girl who didn't know her at all. The girl's father tried to fight back with an axe, but instead lost his life. That was, of course, a prop. Fortunately, Jack, amidst his terror, had no time to scrutinize. The leader pretended to admire the father's bravery. After releasing the girl, he started picking from among the crowd, this time setting his sights on Lisa, and the robber pulled her away from Jack. The previous scene had repeatedly informed Jack that these bandits held great respect for warriors. As long as one step forward to fight, they could retrieve the chosen girl. The audience eagerly awaited Jack's response, but he was indeed frightened by that scene. He didn't rush in to sacrifice himself as everyone expected. Instead, he turned to leave, and Jack halted in his tracks. The thought that he had to pay with his own life to bring Lisa back made him decide to flee. Even now, the director still had a glimmer of hope for Jack. He told the anaesthetist to wait, eyes fixed on the screen as images of Lisa teaching him horseback riding filled Jack's mind. Then he seemed to make a decision, looking up at the sky and taking a deep breath. Don't forget to subscribe next time and leave a comment to share your thoughts.